Hi, good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Today is Tuesday, and we're going to go over what we're going to do for the day. I'm going to try to cover everything. First, we're going to go over our sight words, though. So, today is Tuesday. Like I said, so that means yesterday was Monday, and tomorrow will be Wednesday. Very good. Today, the month is April, so it's April 7th, 2020. April 7th, 2020. All right, let me tilt this down so we can see all of our sight words. So remember, every day we want to go over our sight words and make sure that we are practicing them and writing them. It's very important. And a lot of these sight words are actually going to be our first grade sight words, but we want to start practicing them now so that way next year in first grade it's not too difficult. So our first word is about. About, we had this word last week. Spell it A-B-O-U-T, about. Number 2 is after. After had last week. A-F-T-E-R, after. Number 3 is been, like I've been outside. So that B-E-E-N, been. Number 4 is called. So like she called my name or they called me over there. So that's C-A-L-L-E-D, called. Number 5 is come. Remember, with come, we don't say the E on the end. It's C-O-M-E, come. Number 6 is could. Remember, C-O-U-L-D, could. This is a very, very difficult word. Number 7, remember this one is just like no, but this is like I know something, not like no, you can't go outside. So like K-N O-W, K-N-O-W. Remember, we don't say the K and we don't say the W. It's a little bit of a difficult word, but I think we can get it. Number 8 is out, out. So O-U-T, out. Number 9 is same. So just like come, we don't say the E. It's a silent E and it changes the A to make a different sound. It's S-A-M-E, same. Finally, number 10 is just like same or come, we don't say the E on the end. It's that quiet E, the silent E that makes the vowel make a different sound. So we thought take is T-A-K-E, take. Like we take a walk or we take our stuff out. Now, remember, class, that whenever we did this in class, you would repeat it with Miss Farah. But since we're doing it online, I want you to try to repeat it with me. So whenever I'm spelling them out every day, make sure that you're spelling them at home and make sure that you're writing them every single day. And today, with your sight words, I want you to bubble write. So this isn't something that we've done very often, but I'm going to show you how to do it. So if I had about, take this off. So if we had the word about, you would write it like a bubble almost. So you could do A, B, O, U, T. So this is just a fun way that we can write our words a little differently. And I want you to try to do this with all of your sight words. It might be a little bit difficult because this is kind of our first time to try to do it, but it's just something fun that we can use. So again, just make sure that you're doing it with all of your sight words, practicing. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it's just a fun way for us to practice our different letters and how they sound. Okay, I'm gonna put this back up so we can practice all the time. Okay, so yesterday we read one of my favorite books. We read The Quickest Kid in Clarksville. So this book we read yesterday, and it told us about this little girl who was the quickest kid in her town. And we went over the problem in the story. So the problem that we went over was that her shoes had holes in them and she lost the race. So remember, she was the quickest, and then that girl asked her to race and she lost because she stubbed her toe because her toe was sticking out of her shoe. So that was the problem. Very quickly, we want to go over what problem and solution are. So a problem is what goes wrong in a story. So that's everything that goes wrong in a story. So remember, a lot of stories have a lot of different problems that the character has to overcome. But in this story, we just want to pick one that we're going to focus on. So that's the one that we're going to focus on we went over yesterday. Now, solution is how the problem is fixed or solved. So how the problem is fixed or solved. So how do they overcome that problem? So in a lot of stories, the problem is really clear, and then at the end, they overcome it in some way. So she overcame her problem, right? In the book, she overcame it. Sorry about all the glare. So she overcame her problem by realizing that shoes don't make you fast, that she is fast because she has fast feet. So realizing that her shoes don't make her fast, right? So today I want y'all to go over a story at home. Pick any story. You can get on Myon and read a story. It can be a story that you already know, or it can be a new story. And I want you to write out what the problem is and what you think the solution is. Take a quick picture and you can send it to Miss Farah. You can also draw pictures of it. I know that sometimes that helps us visualize what we're wanting to write about. So you can always draw pictures. That is perfectly fine. So a couple different ways that you can write are, you could say, questions that we ask are, what do you think will help the character solve the problem? That's very important. You can also say, what is one way the character could solve their problem? And your response, so the way you answer it, so when you're writing, you can say, I think that he or she, whoever you're reading about, could solve their problems by, and then fill in the blank. Or I think that, and fill in the blank. And these are all different ways that you can do it. Also, we want to go over that we need to log on to Imagine Learning every day and Imagine Math. Those are very, very important, and it's going to help us stay up to date on where we're at, so that when we come back, we'll be right on track. In math today, we are going to be comparing objects again. So yesterday we did our sentence stems, so we compared objects. And we're going to be doing that again today. So we want to look at two objects. So maybe if you have a bunch of crayons or a bunch of Legos, maybe you could put them into two different groups, and you want to put maybe 3 in one pile and 6 in the other. And then, you want to think about which group is larger. So which one has more and which one has less. And how do we know which one has more and which one has less? So remember, the number that is less comes first whenever we count. So is 3 greater than 6? No, because 3 is less than. So 3 of something isn't as many as if you have 6 of something. So one way that we need to write it, make it a little bit easier. So if I had 3 dots over here and 6 dots over here, sometimes looking at it helps us understand what it needs to be. So I could write the number 3, because we always want to make sure that we're writing our numbers down so we can practice. And then I can write the number 6 right here. And then the sentence I would write is 3 is what? Less than 6. Very good. So 3 is less than 6. Now I want you to do this a couple different times, and you can use different sets of numbers. So maybe if I put up here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I put 8 and 7, we can practice which one is greater than, less than, or equal to. And this is something that you can do at home. It's very easy. If you don't have something if you don't have anything that you want to use to set it out, you can always draw it on a piece of paper or write it down. Either one is perfectly fine. And again, anything that you do at home, you can send Miss Farah lots of pictures, and I love to see your work and make sure that we're doing everything the right way. And finally, this afternoon, so after you come back from your ancillary online, I want you to go outside and look at the weather, and I want you to draw a picture or write a sentence about what the weather is like. So yesterday was Monday, and the weather was really rainy and kind of nasty outside. So you could draw a picture of that, or you could write about it. So just go outside, look around, see how the weather is, and draw a picture and write about it and send it to me. And then finally, in social studies today, you're going to watch a video over landmarks in Texas, so landforms that are in Texas. And after that, you can draw a picture of Texas, And again, you can always send pictures to me so I can see your lovely work. But very important is that we are doing some work every day as much as we can do and getting on Imagine Learning and Imagine Math twice a day. All right. Well, that's all I have for y'all today. I did send a message out to your parents about signing up to FaceTime with Miss Farah or to call me. Either one is always okay. Just let me know what time you want to call me, and I'll try to answer on time. All right, guys, I miss you, and have a great day. Don't forget to send me lots of pictures, and keep enjoying your ancillary classes. All right, bye.